Hey there, it's NY Hunter coming to you with the NewAge Armada, or Tyr, the warrior. That's a mouthful. Alright, but anyway, we know him as Cyclonus, and he's just awesome. I gotta say, right off the bat. I put a couple other NewAgers here just so you can get a little size comparison. There'll be an image or two at the end too. You can see he's one of the tallest NewAge figures that we've seen in a while, if I'm right. Ultra Magnus is pretty tall, but then again, he's like two characters stacked together. Ratchet, Shattered Glass, Mirage, and Bumblebee. And then back there, you've got Magic Square Trailbreaker and NewAge, also Shattered Glass, Megatron. Oh yeah, and a couple bugs over there if you can see them. So yeah, it's a pretty good size comparison. I even got Blaster over there from the main line as a bit of a comparison. But yeah, let's get things started. Okay, we're back again with Cyclonus, or NewAge Tyr, on the turntable. Nice box art right here. You can see him in his modes here, and look at that shine. Oh man, Cyclonus in all his glory right here. Let me see. It looks a little shaky, so before he does shake off, let me take him from here and we'll take a closer look at the box. Okay. And yeah, look at that. Really nice. Oh, out of charge. Really nice box in any case. Really nice art. Both sides have nice pictures, and I just love the way they do their boxes. I guess I say that a lot. Main line has really great art on their boxes too, but NewAge does as well. Let's pop this thing open and take a look inside. And of course we have an empty bag that had the guns. We have the carbonite, what I call carbonite, and we have the hands here, jazz hands, and then of course the fists that were there. We took those out and used them for Cyclonus. We have anything left in here? Nope. We have the instructions, pretty nicely done. Let me see. Yep, black and white with some red showing the changes. Pretty sweet. Okay, and let's see. We're gonna get Cyclonus out here and move on. Okay, once again we are back and we've got Cyclonus here. Looks so fresh, so shiny and cool. Let's see. One of my favorite one of my favorite streams that I watch on YouTube has got to be PocketBot Collective, and there's a guy, Mauricio, there who did a review that I saw a while back of this guy. I guess he's been out a while, and he clued us in on something very important. When it comes to his guns and his hands, you can see that the stems are very long, but also there's a lot of material in the back. And when it comes to his guns, he gave everyone a really good tip, is that you don't want to scratch the paint here, which should be like this, right? So the detail is in a straight line. It should be like that, but then if you turn the hand this way, then when you put on and off the gun, you can do some damage and scratch the paint off by accident. So what I choose to do, and it's just a little tip if you decide to do it, is put the gun in the hand, but then turn the hand slightly sideways. So then there's no chance of the back of the guns hitting the painted areas, and then turning the wrist over a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't look as great as it should because of that, but it'll protect the paint, and I think that's really important. So anyway, let's take another look at the face sculpt, the eyes. He's just so shiny. I even put a Decepticon symbol there, and it looks great on him if you ask me. The back, There's not much waffling at all, if any. He's got his cockpit up there pointing up. If I remember correctly, the mainline Cyclonus, actually, with all the awesomeness that it is, actually had it pointing the wrong way, but I'll have to double check that. Maybe I'll do a comparison. But in any case, just a really awesome looking figure. And yeah, my turntable ran out of battery, so hopefully this is good enough for you guys. Leave a comment, should I even use that turntable anymore? But anyway, let's move on and let's transform him. So that's one good tip from Mauricio over there at Pocketbot Collective. And he, like I said, recommended trying not to scratch the paint. I think he said he did it himself, and so this is a good way that I've come up with to not do that. Just make sure that detail is turned. All right, to transformation then, let's get the guns out of here, and you can see that I kind of wobble it. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, be careful about those painted areas, and by turning the forearm over a little bit, you protect that. And then now, before we transform him, we can actually straighten all this out, and you can see how he should look with everything in line. Once again, protecting this paint from the gun and the hard plastic back here. And then, just for kicks, we'll straighten this out and straighten this out. Oops. And this is the way he should look. And yeah, one note is he did come in spaceship form, and now he's in robot form. And I'm going to be transforming him from robot to spaceship, because I think that's the harder thing to do, actually. You'll see a lot of his joints, like in the arms, have tabs, and they go in at a certain angle with the wings and the legs. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and go through that, and you'll see what I mean. And hopefully doing this the other way around, from robot to spaceship, is enjoyable for you guys, as it is for me. He's got a very good transformation. Let's go. Okay, let's take him. And yeah, first thing we're gonna do is straighten out his arms, just for the future. And let's flip them up as well. We'll take this whole part and just go all the way up like that, and this as well, all the way up. All right, and then we'll collapse his horns. Oh yes, look, it's a cone head. Hi there. I am from France. Anyway, I put that on the boards on one board in Facebook, and everybody cracked up for a while. So, but yeah, this is funny looking look, right? But while we have this here, let's turn his head around. This is the last time we'll see his face on this video until the pictures at the end, because he is going to have his face hidden now. All right, and now that we've got his arms up and head turned around, let's pull this. It's snug in there, so just push down a little bit as you pull, and it should flip out. Yep, like that. Oh, yep. And then when it's perfectly horizontal, we can start. Ooh, this part came out too. We can start. Let's put it back for a second, because you see the spire or the front of the jet? That one's supposed to come out. I want to make sure it stays in there, so it's easier to. Oh man, it's really stuck in there, I guess. All right, let's see what we can do. Let me get my spudger, and let's see if we can. This has never happened before. It's really stuck in there. Oh, but there we go. Just tip it down more and get this out. We got to be careful about that, because it's so thin. I worry about breaking it. In fact, I usually leave this down and closed until I'm done with the transformation. Just another little tip there for you. We're gonna fold this out like this. We're going to spin this out like so, and then we're going to flip this part out. All right, and then these, you'll see the makings of the front end here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, I think that's better. So let's see. So we've got this spire here, and then one thing to remember to do right now is to pull out the landing gear. if you don't do it now, you won't be able to do it later. And so yeah, let's do that now. Okay, so now that we have this out like that, let's just fold this down and over his head. And you'll see that matches up really nicely right there. Okay, from here, we're gonna do his legs. Okay, and let's start with, well, just getting a little more space. And then we'll flip this out a little and flip this out a little. And this back panel, including this downward part here, pins into the front of the leg. So we will take this and, first undo the foot actually. Let's see, fold this and then push this back and fold upward like that. And now, because if you don't do that, this pin in here is going to block you from pulling this part out like that. Okay, so now we've got everything split apart. We're going to close this panel. Remember that vertical panel I told you about? We're going to close this here, and then we're going to open this all the way like so. And then we're going to, well, this part is going to flip up into here. So now we're going to kind of combiner wars the bottom part like so. Okay, and like I said, this is going to flip up here. And then there'll be more room when we put the leg down like this. Okay. Sorry, the words are just not coming out today. But you can see that after we do that, the leg will move down, and then this part with the pin here, with the hole there, will go into the pin here. So, okay, that's one side, right? We're gonna finish that off right here. And this part needs to remain flat in the back. When it's flat in the back, this part will fold in very nicely, and this part will fold and combiner wars in very nicely. All right, so let's do the other side just to hammer it on home. Okay, so once again, we've opened this panel, and we're gonna flip this foot, and we're going to push this back so we can flip this way, and it's just for grips. And then now that we've got this peg out of here, we can split this part like so, and then this part will fold in like so, and then this part will fold totally out like so. Okay, and then like I said, this panel stays flat, this will fold this way, the bottom of the leg will combiner wars up, and then just bring the leg down a bit. So if you can see, instead of the thighs being here and here, we've brought them down and had them meet in the middle here. And let's see, now we can put the pin and hole together here. Okay. And then now we've got these two pieces, and let's straighten that out. And because the legs are a little bit wonky at the moment, these parts are a little bit wonky, so let's push them together, and then you'll see they match up very nicely right here. Okay, there. And now that they're nice and smooth here, we're gonna take our attention to the bottom and move this here and move this here. And there's no real attachment for the bottom here. It's just gonna be attached with these two pins into the back here, like so. And then you just got to push up and get those in there. And then once you push this close like this, and it doesn't stay very well, once you push this close, that's the way it's supposed to be. All right, now we're gonna move the arms back, and we're gonna put them in here. You'll see already that there's pegs here and here, and that's where part of the arm's gonna go. All right, so now we're gonna flip this. Actually, we're not gonna flip that. We're gonna pull the shoulders out like so. Okay. And then from here, we're gonna spin them around so they face this way. So spin them around so they face this way. All right, and then we'll start undoing the wings. Okay. Okay. And then we'll start undoing this one. And yep, watch that other wing on the forearm because you don't want to scratch any paint from here. So yeah, just spin that around, and then you can see he's coming together now. Now let's go back here, and we're going to put these pins into the sides here and here. Okay, so let's do that. Before we do, yeah, we'll turn this a little more because they're gonna end up top, and we don't want to get them trapped like this one is down below. So move this a little bit and move this back up. All right, and then now we can put them in to the sides. Okay, and you'll see at the top there's going to be these pins, and they go under right here and here. It looks really confusing, but everything fits together really nicely. Just look at the right side, of course, and then when you push in, of course, slip that pin that you saw under this panel, and then just keep everything else out of the way for now. Okay, and then so that's the top. Finally, we're gonna flip them over and get the arms done, and we're just gonna make sure that the tail fins are up, and one thing I like to do is spin the hands so that the flat parts are on the bottom, and this is up to you. Some people like to take the fists off totally. Some people like to spin them so this part is up at the bottom or is at the bottom. I like to leave it this way. And then, yeah, just make sure the arm is positioned. So there's the notch here, and then that's gonna go actually into here and here. Oops. Yep, here. And then they'll kind of form fit around the inside of the wing. You'll see it right now. If you've got it all turned correctly, like I said, that notch is gonna go right here, and then you just push down. So you see that the top of the arm kind of pushed in and formed a nice wrap around there. And then we're going to flip this side like so, and keep the hand up a little bit so it doesn't scratch anything, and that won't get scratched either. And then there's a little pin here, and there's a hole here, and we're just gonna put that on like so. And then with that, you'll see, actually, let me turn the hand a little more. You'll see that I don't know, it's like I said, the hand is not fully hidden, but it's a nice look. It's not so bad. And then push in this way a little more to get that the right way. Okay, and now we're gonna take this part and do the same thing. We're going to push this up into the tab, and you saw that arm flipped in, and this part is straight the way it should be. And then we're gonna flip the hand in like so, but take care to not scratch anything, like so. Oh, did you see that? Okay, let me do it again. Okay, this view is better. All right, so I'm kind of pushing down a little bit so nothing gets scratched. There's so much beautiful paint on this guy. And then bringing this back in, and then pushing the pin into the hole. Why are they going in here? There we go. Okay, and then from there, just gonna push again this way to straighten everything out. And yeah, like I said, I like this look. Sometimes I leave it with the fist down like this, and that's another look. It's really just the way it turns out, I guess. There's a gap here, and what you do is you just push in, and then it pulls this part out a little bit, and it's just the way it's supposed to be. And yeah, and then you'll see that there's little landing gear here, and I did pull those out before. Let me see. Oh, again, you just put your thumb here, and then put your thumbnail under here and lift that. Thumb here and here, and they're just like, I don't know, spikes. And then we've got this here still. We'll take out the rest of the nose now. Yay. Okay. And it doesn't feel totally fragile, but it is a thin piece, so I do worry. Okay, and so this is it. This is the way he looks. Really nice. You can leave this like this, or you can push it in some more. It's kind of loose. It will form that gap again, but then with the landing gear, we can actually put him right down like that. Zoom in a bit. And there he is, very beautiful. One other thing you can do, let's get this out of the way. One other thing you can do is you can put the gun here, not the purple one, because of this part, this triangle part, it's in the way. Oh, let's zoom back out. Boy, this is really a hassle today. Okay, and not like because of this triangle part here, it won't allow you to plug that gun in, but this gun will allow you to put that in here. And I don't know, it looks wonky to me, should you decide to do it. I mean, that's something you can do. But yeah, for me, no thanks. I'll be leaving the gun off and just keeping him this way. So yeah, that's about it. Let me see if my turntable got a little charged while we were doing this, and we'll put him back on. Okay, so while we were transforming him, I was charging this a little more, and it is ready to go again. And you can see that spaceship mode, the backside thrusters look really nice. I remember when I'm taken back to the G1 days where the back thrusters were Cyclonus's hands, and they were square and they were ugly, and because of that I never bought him. But this guy right here, he is beautiful, and like I said, all that silver, all that purple paint, and even the gun here has some blue paint. They really went all out on this guy. And then this silver, this purple gun looks great too. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer this one, I believe. But anyway, yeah, this is just a last look at Cyclonus before we close out. Sorry for a couple of snafus with my speech, but the words weren't coming out correctly. But I hope that you saw the actions and they looked pretty clear and easy to follow. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got Cyclonus, and I hope you have fun with him. But yeah, be careful with that paint. Yeah, please please subscribe. Look at Patreon. I've created levels now, and I think it's a lot more helpful. But anyway, no obligation. And this is NY Hunter, and I'm signing off. And I just want to wish you guys just safety and good health out there. All right, we'll chat again real soon. Bye-bye.